Broadcasting live from Dar es Salaam, this is TBC News. A blessed evening indeed. Our top stories for tonight. Zanzibar, Canada explore new key areas to deepen ties. Tanzania confirms readiness to host historic 2024 CHAN. Good evening, I am Teddy Mparanyanga. You can also follow us live via YouTube channel TBC Online and also get all the latest news through our Facebook, Instagram and X pages at TBC Online. And from Zanzibar, the President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, says Zanzibar welcomes more investors, especially in the tourism and blue economy sectors, insisting the sectors to be the island's priority sectors to stimulate economic growth. President Dr. Mwinyi made the remarks when he met and held talks with the Minister of International Development of Canada, Randeep Sarai, who is in the country, where Dr. Mwinyi says Zanzibar has acknowledged Canada's continued support in Zanzibar in the areas of development, especially in education and health. The Minister for International Development of Canada, Randeep Sarai, commends Tanzania, including Zanzibar, for managing funds for economic growth, including implementation of various projects, assuring Zanzibar of more financial support and the continuation of various development programs funded by Canada, especially in the education and health sectors. Zanzibar eyes more investments as the isle commits to ensure the presence of special policies and incentives that encourage investors to invest in the islands. And on to the next news. Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, Policy, Parliament and Coordination, Dr. Jim Yonazi, says the government is satisfied with the progress made in upgrading existing sports facilities and the construction of the new ones ready for African Nations Championships CHAN tournament. He extended the applause while leading the Committee of Permanent Secretaries to inspect progress made in preparations for CHAN competitions in Zanzibar.
Serikali imeendelea na kuhakikisha kwamba miundombinu iko tayari kwa ajili ya mashindano ya CHAN.
The government has continued to ensure that the infrastructure is ready for the CHAN tournament and ultimately the AFCON tournament. Today, we are here at the Amani Stadium in Zanzibar to inspect the progress of preparations. I can confidently say the infrastructure is in good condition and we are ready. We continue to learn, adapt and improve in order to support not just the players and teams, but also our people. Local businesses, owners and services providers will greatly benefit from the hospitality and opportunities this tournament bring.
Na hata wale ambao watakuja wataondoka na kumbukumbu nzuri.
On the other hand, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Information, Youth, Culture and Sports, Zanzibar, Fatma Hamad Rajab, says Aman Complex Stadium meets all the required international criteria and Zanzibar is ready to welcome players, fans and visitors from all over the world.
Kwa macho, sababu anasema Waswahili wanasema kizuri chajiuza na kibaya kinajitembeza.
The Amani Complex Stadium has been thoroughly assessed and has met all the necessary criteria to host CHAN tournament. But it's not just about football. Hosting this tournament also means showcasing the beauty of Zanzibar. With its rich culture, numerous tourist attractions, we are prepared to welcome fans, visitors and tourists from all over the world.
Kia kujionea wenyewe maeneo yote na vivutio vizuri vya utalii.
The Committee of Permanent Secretaries is inspecting progress made in the preparations for CHAN and AFCON 2027 in the various regions of Tanzania mainland and Zanzibar. CHAN competitions are expected to officially kick off on August 2nd, 2025. Former President of Mozambique, Filipe Nyusi, has arrived in the Mtwara region to participate in the commemoration of the 5 years since the death of the late President Benjamin Mkapa, which will be held on July 23rd in Lopaso Village, Masasi District, Mtwara Region. Upon arriving at the Mtwara Airport, the former President Nyusi was received by the Mtwara Regional Commissioner, Colonel Patrick Sawala, along with various party and government leaders. Former President Nyusi insists he had a good relation with the late President Mkapa, making it imperative to commemorate the day, while the Mtwara Regional Commissioner congratulates the former president for his willingness to participate in the commemoration.
Tumekuja kwenye sherehe ya maisha mzee wetu. Tulikuwa tunaelewana sana mzee.
We have come to celebrate the life of our Mzee Mkapa. We had a strong understanding with him. He even attended my swearing-in ceremony twice. Even the former late President Magufuli told me to visit Mkapa's graveyard. We are all together in celebrating his legacy.
Sasa tuko pamoja, pata nafasi ya kufikia hapa. Wale wengine wasio vijana wanajua kwamba tulikuwa na hospitali kubwa hapa.
Tomorrow, the former President Filipe Nyusi will accompany the Mtwara Regional Commissioner and various other party and civil society leaders to Lopaso Village in Masasi District to participate in the commemoration. Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa has met and held talks with the Prime Minister of Belarus, Alexander Turchin, on issues related to investment, trade, energy, minerals, education, health, technology, and agriculture in Minsk. During the talks, Prime Minister Majaliwa expressed Tanzania's commitment to strengthen diplomatic ties with Belarus, adding that the visit is meant to revigorate Tanzania-Belarus ties on key areas including investment, education, health, and agriculture. On the other hand, the Prime Minister of Belarus, Alexander Turchin, says his country is delighted for Prime Minister Majaliwa's state visit to the country, insisting on the need for regular visits involving high-ranking leaders from Tanzania and Belarus, emphasizing that Belarus considers Tanzania an important partner for cooperation in various fields. In a significant diplomatic and economic move, the mayors of Dar es Salaam and Dallas have formalized a sister city partnership, a step aimed at strengthening commercial, cultural, and educational ties between the two urban giants. Dallas is one of the major U.S. centers for innovation in sectors like agribusiness, healthcare, energy, logistics, and finance, earning global reputation for using infrastructure and incentives to drive economic growth. Meanwhile, Dar es Salaam is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa, playing a pivotal role in Tanzania's economic growth.
So now if you look at Dar es Salaam, you look at Tanzania as a member of EAC, member of SADC, and some kind of relationship with commerce and other countries, we are not just Tanzania. We represent that gateway, the strategic gateway into Eastern, Central, Southern Africa. So when we position Tanzania, we're not looking at 60-something million people. We're not looking at a GDP of maybe 80 billion. Actually, through those connections, we're looking at almost 500 million people or more. You're looking at a big market of 500 million people and almost $1.9 trillion collectively in that big market. So we're positioning ourselves as that entry point for anybody from North America. Why Dallas? So now, to us, and that's why I began by saying hub to hub, we are that hub for Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa, right? Now, our bigger plan is for goods to be moving from all over Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, Lesotho, Malawi, wherever it is, and Dar becomes an entry point. In there, Professor Kabudi spoke of a direct flight.
Our mission is to promote peace through mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation. Today's signing reflects exactly that, a shared commitment to building bridges between communities across cultures, continents, and perspectives. This partnership opens the door to cultural exchange, educational collaboration, and economic opportunity. More importantly, it connects people, students, leaders, artists, and entrepreneurs who will shape the future together. On behalf of Sister Cities International, I congratulate both cities and look forward to supporting this meaningful relationship as it grows.
With this new city-to-city alliance, Dallas and Dar es Salaam symbolizes a meaningful international partnership with shared vision, innovation, and collaboration. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Human Settlements Development, Engineer Anthony Sanga, says land experts from Tanzania and Burundi have been trained to manage and secure borders effectively while upholding human rights and international laws, strengthening international borders between the two countries. Engineer Sanga made the remarks in Dodoma during a 5-day training aimed at strengthening boundary marker measurements expertise.
Having a common understanding on what we are going to do on site, that's the main objective of this training, because we have expertise, but sometimes we define having that common understanding. So through this training, which is going to be conducted by our trainers from the University of Dodoma, Ali the University in Dar es Salaam. So we are going to have a common understanding. So when you go to site, everybody understands how to conduct that reaffirmation of our borders.
The idea behind is a common understand for the professional from United Republic of Tanzania and Republic of Burundi, just in the process of reaffirmation exercise. That is the main aim of this training. And the content of the training is dealing on the GNSS observations, the photogrammetric technique, and also even the legal aspect point of view. We understand after reaffirmation exercise, we are going to make an amendment in the protocol which we inherit from colonial rule.
We agreed on some points, including the standardization of cartography and topography centers and the sharing of certain legal issues. They are generally part on the continued work on the affirmation, materialization, and identification of the common border between Burundi and Tanzania, occasionally in phase 2.
The Tanzania Broadcasting Corporation, TBC, has organized a special essay competition for secondary school students with the aim of honoring the legacy of the father of the nation, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. Speaking to journalists in Dar es Salaam, Director of Television Services, Happiness Ngasara, says the essay writing competition will last for about 2 months and will conclude on October 14th, where participants will be secondary school students from Form 1 to Form 6.
Shindano hili litawashirikisha wanafunzi wa sekondari.
This competition will involve secondary school students from Form 1 to Form 6 in mainland Tanzania and the islands as well. We will award prizes and certificates to the winners of the Nyerere essay writing competition. The 5 winners who will succeed will be awarded various prizes, including laptops and cash.
Kompyuta mpakato, alimaarufu laptop, lakini pia watapewa fedha taslimu.
Furthermore, Happiness Ngasala says essay will focus on 3 Tanzania's main enemies, namely ignorance, disease, and poverty, with the language used to be Swahili or English, urging the students to refrain from applying any form of artificial intelligence when writing the essay.
Tulizungumza na wenzetu wa Wizara ya Elimu ambao wana uzoefu mkubwa sana katika kuandika.
We will work closely with the Ministry of Education as part of editing the essays that will be received, together with controlling the use of artificial intelligence in this competition. We will ensure that every student uses their abilities to win this competition.
TBC collaborates with the Ministry of Education in the essay competition, where 5 winners will be awarded a laptop and cash prize. The essay competition will go hand in hand with a special marathon dubbed Mwalimu Nyerere Marathon to be held in Mbeya region. State Mining Corporation STAMICO and Rural Energy Agency REA have today signed an agreement for establishing a charcoal production plant that utilizes coal dust and other materials to create smokeless briquettes to cater as an alternative energy source for cooking. Clean cooking energy is one of the country's priorities, and the government is ensuring smooth implementation of the strategic plan for the cooking energy to fulfill the country's clean energy ambitious plan. Here are more details with Kanki Magamola.
The agreement was signed by STAMICO's Managing Director, Dr. Vanance Masawe, and REA's Managing Director, Engineer Hassan Said, where REA will provide 3 billion Tanzanian shillings, while STAMICO will contribute 1.580 billion Tanzanian shillings for the implementation of the Integrated Clean Cooking Energy Project, which has reached many people due to the increased revenue growth.
This is a continuation of our efforts to make sure as a nation we move from unclean cooking energy to clean cooking energy. And this goes in line with the national cooking strategies, which requires the nation to have at least 80% of our citizens switch from the traditional means for cooking to this modern cooking services. People should take initiative to switch from this traditional means for cooking to this modern clean cooking solutions. And it have multiple advantage. Actually, we have been telling people even the cost of this modern technology, using modern technology for cooking, is cheap than using them. And here we are talking about how do you preserve the energy.
The partnership aims to increase the production of alternative charcoal, which will in turn create more employment opportunities and protect the environment by reducing deforestation. The signing of the agreement between REA and STAMICO is one of the implementations of the directives of President Samia Suluhu Hassan targeting to increase the production of alternative charcoal. Meanwhile, the STAMICO managing director will also liberate women from unsafe and clean energy to clean cooking energy.
And going forward, we'll continue with this collaboration. As I said, we'll set another plant in Tanga, and our plan is every region to be distributor or producer of this clean cooking energy. Our model is agencies. And so far, we have 44 agents where they're working very well, and we've covered almost 203 institutions who are feeding more than 100 people.
President of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, who champions the clean cooking energy agenda in the country and in Africa, continues to take the agenda beyond borders to ensure environmentally friendly and safe cooking. Kanki Mwaigomole, TBC News.
In case you missed any of our stories, remember you can always go to our YouTube channel at TBC Online and watch anytime, anywhere across the globe. Before concluding the local news, let's have a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Sports news up next. In sports news, Confederation of African Football (CAF) General Secretary Veron Mosengo says he is satisfied with Tanzania's readiness for the opening match of African Nations Championship (CHAN) between Taifa Stars and Burkina Faso to be played at Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. Speaking after the inspection of the sports facilities to be used during the CHAN competition, CAF General Secretary Mosengo expressed his satisfaction for Tanzania's readiness to host the competition.
I can say from now that what I have seen, we are ready to kick off the competition. By saying that, I would like to thank the government of Tanzania, who is represented by my brother, Deputy Minister of Sport, who all the time pushing also, and the LOC pushing also to be in time for this competition. To thank them for the effort they put, not only the money, of course they put a lot of money, but they put a lot of time, their own time, for the success of this competition. So I'm satisfied, very, very happy what I've seen. I want the Tanzania just to beg the Tanzanian to come to support first your team and the rest also. So we expect them in the stadium.
CAF General Secretary Mosengo visited law school and Gymkhana training pitches as well as Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, which will be used for group matches. And that is sports news. And before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello dear weather viewers, my name is Jesse Makwata from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Welcome for 24 hours weather forecast is starting from tonight. During the night we expect cooler condition over southwestern islands as compared to the rest part of the country, with the lowest minimum temperature of 7 degrees Celsius expected over Njombe and Mbeya regions. In terms of wind, we expect windy to flow at speed of 20 kilometers per hour for Lake Victoria, Rukwa, as well as southern part of Lake Tanganyika, while northern part of Lake Tanganyika, entire coastal belt together with Lake Nyasa, we expect windy to flow at speed of 30 kilometers per hour. However, TEMU has issued advisory concerning period of large ocean waves expected over the northern coast, so people conducting marine activities are advised to take necessary precautions. Tomorrow, we expect Mara and Kagera to feature partly cloudy conditions, thunder showers over a few areas and sun period, with light rain showers expected over Tanga together with Unguja and Pemba Isles, and mainly dry condition over most part of the country for tomorrow. Now let's have the next 4 days weather forecast. Dar es Salaam, we expect it to feature partly cloudy conditions, sun period for the coming 4 days. The same scenario also is expected over Dodoma region. Weather over Mbeya, we expect it to feature partly cloudy condition and long sun periods. Mwanza region also is expected to feature mainly partly cloudy condition and long sun periods. Dry condition is also expected over Kilimanjaro region for the coming 4 days. The same scenario also is expected over Morogoro region. In Arusha region, we expect also to feature partly cloudy condition and long sun periods. Dear weather viewers from Tanzania Meteorological Authority, that is what we have for today. Thanks for watching and have a good time.
And that is what we all have for tonight. Do not miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Terry Mparinyanga.